Hey guys, and welcome to Image Photography. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Sony's 135mm G Master lens at f1.8. Many people call this lens the beast of the lenses, the king, the queen, the royalty of the portrait lens. In this video, I'm going to take you behind the scenes of my photo shoots where I've used natural light, flash photography, studios, so I've given this lens a beating. And here are the results. Let's get started. So a bit of the technical of this lens, as you want to know what you're getting for what you're paying. Just bear in mind this lens is quite expensive. It starts from 2,000 euros and all the way up. So it's a Sony E-mount lens. The full frame 35mm. Maximum aperture of this lens is 1.8. It has got 11 blades. And 11 blades doing an amazing job with a beautiful creamy bokeh. Filter diameter for anyone who's using ND filters, it's 82mm. Weight of this lens is 950 grams. Oh my god, this is so heavy. And also, you will be pleased to know it's dust and moisture resistant. In a box, you're getting sunshade, the rounded sunshade. Then you get front lens cap, rear lens cap, and the case. Inside of this lens, you have super ED glass to compensate for chromatic aberration, and this lens does such an amazing job on this. I can assure you, we're going to go through the picture and you're going to see there is zero chromatic aberration whatsoever. It also has two motors driving fast and precise and quiet focus. The focus on this lens is so sharp, you will be amazed. So, I hope you're going to stay till the end of this video because I'm going to show you how to create the 3D look with this lens. So without further ado, let's go through the photos which I've done with this lens. The first of all, we're going to start with the natural light shoots. So as you can see here, I've taken the full advantage of 1.8 and this is 135mm of course. And one thing you need to note is that 135mm is really kind of like awkward focal length because you are quite away from your subject. And for me, it's not hard because, you know, when I talk quite loud. Most of the time people tell me to shut up because I talk so loud. But some of you who are quiet speakers, I think you might run into the slight kind of like problem. So just bear in mind. So if you do speak very quietly, so maybe choose 85 1.4, which is also amazing lens from the G Master. But if you're saying somebody like me or somebody who doesn't care, go for 135 big time. So this is the first picture we have here, and you can see how sharp this subject is. I mean, it's just amazing. If you go to his legs, and you can see how the it becomes already out of focus here because of 1.8 and 135mm. That's what it does. It's just amazing. I love it. I just took the photo through the railings. And look what it does, this 1.8 lens. So the top of the photo is very, very sharp. And as you go down, as you come closer to railings, it basically what it does, it kind of like magnifies the railing itself and becomes really nice and creamy. But look how amazingly sharp the model's eyes are. This was done on a rooftop in a bright sunny day. Well, this was actually, in fact, the sunrise. And you can see the flare of the sun going on my subject. And look, there is no chromatic aberration whatsoever. I have not edited this photo at all. It is as it is. I did tweak about the exposure, but that's what you get, you know. So look at the at your arm and look at every single detail, all those little hairs on your arm there. And look at the sun, the way how it compensates for the chromatic aberration. Look what the lens itself, you know, the inner structure, the system just does with this photo. Is beautiful. Then we're gonna go through my Christmas photo shoot which I had. Again, here I've used the external flash. I've used the strobe, Godox AD 400 Pro, and once again I've taken advantage of my f1.8 aperture. As you can see, the background is absolutely, you know, just the depth of field is so suppressed and it's just so amazing. I've got 35mm 1.4 and there you get the bigger picture where here it's the subject which plays the main role in this photo. And again, look at the look at my subject, so sharp, so just amazing, guys. I absolutely in love with this lens. I think it's an amazing. Of course, you've got other options there. The Sigma, I cannot talk on behalf of Sigma because I've never used it and it's cheaper. But for me, I just want to invest in something really good, which will, you know, help me to do my job, and some money obviously, and this is the lens for me obviously to have. So again, I've got my subject on the side there, and you can see all this the greens coming out, the flash hitting my subject here, and look how amazingly it portrays my my subject. It's just so amazing, so beautiful. Right, so now let's go for the studio shoot. I've got one of the photos where I've used this lens as a studio, and because of the focal length of 135mm, I didn't have enough place to maneuver, but I was actually using my living room, and the model was at the living room, and I was right at the back in the other room, you know, just to use this focal length of 135. That's how crazy it is. But the results are amazing. I mean, look at this. Again, I've used the flash here, and the aperture I've upped a bit. I think it was 5.6 at this point because I wanted to keep every single detail. And this lens just did an amazing job once again. Look at details. I mean, the eyes, the hair, the dress as well, itself, all the sparkles of the dress, the tattoo at the bottom there, and we've used even the glitter on the skin, and you can see how it's just very sharp and beautiful. So this is for studio shoot, guys, but just bear in mind you need to have a lot of space for this lens because 135mm. Okay, so and my recent shoot, so don't switch off because we're gonna go for this 3D photo. It is coming up. I'm gonna show you how to achieve 3D photo look with this lens, and it's mind-blowing, right? This is my New Year photo shoot. I've chosen a very bright dress, my model, the strobe, and I wanted to have a very dark background because I want to bring this dress out, you know, with this flash, and we use the sparkles as well, which you're going to see in a second. Yes, so this is the again, you know, my model. She's standing on the stairwell here. I'm at the bottom. And you can see once again, this lens does such an amazing job. You know, obviously I was like 20 meters away from her, but you know, as again, like how it's all suppressed there. Look at the background, depth of field of this lens is absolutely amazing, absolutely crazy and beautiful. And this is the photo which I was talking about with the sparkles. And once again, look at the sparkles themselves, guys. They're all in focus. My model, she's just standing there, so beautiful. I just absolutely loved working with this lens yesterday. Absolutely mind-blowing. Right, okay, so the 3D photo. And here we go. So this is before edit. And what I've done here, as you can see on the video itself, so I've got my model standing here in the middle. I've hidden the flash, so the flash is not visible. And this is amazing with 135mm. What it does is, it basically, your background, it just suppresses your background, and your model or your subject or whatever you're using, it's basically closer to you, if you know what I mean. So the background is suppressed, but then your subject is very, very sharp. You know, so that basically what this lens does, and it's amazing for the 3D photo shoots. Here, I've done the edit of this photo in a Photoshop. Tell me what you think. Do you like this photo? I think that looks quite amazing. I think she looks very futuristic because I really want to portray very strong women, you know, strong inner and out, you know. So it's just, I think this lens did such an amazing job once again. You tell me, would you go for this lens? Would you buy this lens yourself? You know, so bear in mind, it's like 2,000 euros. It is expensive. It is very heavy, guys, as well. But I can tell you, you can use the Photoshop, of course, to do all of this. But if you're a professional photographer, and when you work with your lens, you need to enjoy your lens. You know, of course, I could have gone for something like, you know, cheaper and not 135, something like 50mm, which will give me still an amazing results and everything for the portraits. But I've chosen this lens because when I work with this lens, I just enjoy. And every single time I take the picture, it just owes me, you know, I just feel like, oh my God, this picture looks so beautiful, so amazing. So, leave your comments, tell me what you think about this video. If you like it or not, press the thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe. Press on that little bell sign, which will let you know in turn that I've got a new video coming out. And thank you so much for subscribing, for supporting my channel, and I hope to see you very soon. Take care. Thanks so much. Bye.